My name is Brittany and I'll be your host, and today at Leaderboard we are counting down 107 facts about Call of Duty Black Ops. The whole thing, the entire series. Pew pew, pew 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 pew. Number 1. At the main menu when you're strapped in the chair, if you press the trigger buttons repeatedly, you can get up and walk around. You'll even get the trophy Just Ask Me Nicely for doing so. In the room, there's also a computer terminal where you can look at concept art, listen to the game's soundtrack, unlock the Dead Ops arcade where you can play the 1980s tech-space adventure game Zork. Fact 2. The multiplayer map in Nuketown was inspired by the nuclear test site in Indiana Jones' The Legends of the Crystal Skull. Number 3. During the final mission, one of the soldiers helping you is named Sergeant Pepper. This is a reference to the Beatles' album, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Fact number 4. The mailboxes of the houses in Nuketown have the names Mason and Woods, referring to the campaign protagonists, Alex Mason and Frank Woods. Fact 5. There are unused sound files of hellhounds as well as character quotes found in the file 5. Fact 5. Fact 6. There's a cut perk for the zombies mode called Candelier. It was most likely going to let players carry extra magazines like the multiplayer Bandolier. Number 7. Guys, I love Call of Duty, but I don't know how to say these German names, okay? Words are hard. Even though the Wunderwaffe DG2 cannot be upgraded in Call of the Dead, the Wunderwaffe GT2JZ is still scripted into the game and can be obtained with console commands. And as a result of not being finished, it doesn't have a texture, it only appears being white. Number 8. In Nuketown, the purple house on the outside of the boundaries is also a replica of the house from Brady Bunch. Number 9. The codename for the zombie map moon is Zombie Paris in the console version of the game. According to Treyarch, the final map was going to be in Paris. However, it was decided to be changed to be on the moon and in map 51 so they can go out with a bang. Number 10. DLC maps can be found on the game's code on the disc. These are Berlin Mall, Hotel Munich, which was later named Stadium, Discovery, and Golf Course, later named as Hazard. Fact 11. In the ending credits, the book next to the woman repeating the numbers is John F. Kennedy's Profiles in Courage. Number 12. In the beginning of the trailer, the numbers 2010-32 are visible in the digital clock. This is when Call of Duty Black Ops was announced, March 2nd, 2010. Number 13. The teaser trailer narrator is nowhere to be found within the actual game, but the lines are used by different characters. Dragovich says, when he regains consciousness, double his voltage. Hudson says, we need to bring back. Reznov says, the pain is difficult, isn't it? Number 14. Treyarch employed motion capture technology similar to the one used by James Cameron in the Avatar film, which captures the whole performance of the actor as well as the accurate facial expressions. Number 15. Call of Duty Black Ops is the first game that Treyarch actually devoted their whole staff to without any other games in development. Fact 16. Both Major John Plaster and Sony Puzikas were consulted by Treyarch for the game. Number 17. For a promotion for Call of Duty Black Ops, Game Informer magazine stated that the first 300,000 pre-ordered games would get a two-sided poster, and on the other side something potentially helpful for the player. Number 18. The main menu of the game appears to be the same room seen in GKNOVA 6. Number 19. In the opening video, when the Treyarch symbol is shown, next to it are numbers 11, 9, 10. That is the release date for Black Ops. Number 20, the multiplayer characters for the first time do not make idle movements, apart from the occasional shifting the body or hands. Fact 21. According to a video by Kevin Sherwood, originally there were going to be 10, 15, 20, and 25 killstreak tunes. Number 22. The first letter of the map packs in Call of Duty Black Ops spell out fear, F-E-A-R. First strike, escalation, annihilation, resurrection. A similar fact occurs in Call of Duty Ghosts. Number 23. If the player decodes the phonetic alphabet code names, X-ray, Sienna, etc., into their first letters and changing the serial numbers into letters, A1, B2, C3, in the beginning of each level and removing the X's, the player will get this message. Reznov is dead, or is he dead? There was no body, is he who he says he is? Number 24, controversy. Ooh. Cuba has condemned the release of the game because it has special forces trying but failing to kill a young Fidel Castro, but instead killing his body double. The Cuba debate website said the game game encourages psychopathic attitudes in American children and adolescents, the main consumers of these virtual games. Fact 25. Adam Beisner, at Game Informer, questioned some of the events that happened in the single-player campaign, stating that they pushed the lines of good taste. Specifically noted was the scene depicting the torture of a restrained prisoner. Fact 26. In Germany, the game was expected to be banned from public sale at the end of November due to graphic violence, leading to the removal of all promotion and the game itself from public displays in stores. So only adults can buy it upon request. The Federal Department of Media Harmful to Young Persons also received an urgent request to ban all international versions of the game based on Nazi content. Video games are not treated as art in Germany, hence Call of Duty Black Ops is classified as propagation of Nazi ideology. Fact 27. Alright, we're on to Black Ops 2. When using tactical insertions in multiplayer, a set of numbers will appear on the small screen on the device. These numbers change for each map and are actually real-life geographical locations. And via Google Maps, because Google Maps is life, are shown to lead to places that highly resemble the map they're displayed on. Two notable examples of this are the maps Hijacked, which leads to a ship off the coast of an island, and Express, which leads to a train station in Los Angeles. Number 28. An unused camo called Massacre can be found in the game's files. It looks similar to the red camo in Call of Duty Black Ops, but it's darker. Number 29, there are two scrapped multiplayer maps that can be found in the game's files. The first map is called Promenade, which seems to be an early version of the Plaza. Other scrap map is an early version of Standoff. Number 30, there's a label on the back of the Guardian that reads 1.21 GW. This is a reference to the Back to the Future movies, where 1.21 gigawatts are required to activate the DeLorean time machine. Number 31. When the mystery box is not active in Zombies game mode, a teddy bear will be left in its place. Every so often, the bear will move its head, as though it's assessing the area, and then return to its original place. Creepy, right? Number 32. The Predator reticle for the Reflex sight was inspired by Predator's laser sight from the Predator films. Fact 33. There was a mode cut from the game called Hacker. The objective would have been to disable and hack neutral AGRs. Points would be earned by both hacking the AGRs and killing the other players, with using the AGRs to kill other players rewarding the most points. The only thing that remains of this game mode is a cut menu icon. Fact 34. In the PlayStation 3 release, placeholder text scripted as menu_DLC5_maps can be found in the game's code, hinting that Treyarch might have considered releasing 5 DLCs instead of the final 4. Fact 35. In patch 1.12, the Ray Gun Mark II was unintentionally added to every zombie map before the DLC Vengeance came out for Xbox 360. It was later removed with a hotfix a few weeks later. Fact 36. Near the end of the Nuketown Zombies trailer, one of the CDC characters can be heard talking, but in the actual map, none of the 4 characters have any quotes. Fact 37. Upon entering 115 into the number pad in Mob of the Dead, the player will hear, "Not this time," or maybe next time, and the number will change to 666. Ugh, creepy. Fact 38. In the DLC map Cove, if you look across the water, you can see the boat from the map Hijacked. Oh look, it's over there. Number 39. Inside the trailer for the DLC multiplayer map Studio, multiple weapon props can be found. Dual ray guns, squillifiers, and Vector K10s, as well as an unknown weapon. Fact 40. There is an Atari hidden in Nuketown 2025 with 4 playable games. To accomplish this, you have to shoot the heads off of the mannequins in under 2 minutes. Also, while playing, your characters have pixelated hands. Fact 41. In Nuketown 2025, there are books that read Edward Richtofen, a character from the original Black Ops. Fact 42. Unlocking all gold camos in weapons class will result in diamond camo being unlocked for that class. Fact 43. Throwing a monkey bomb in zombie mode into a lava pool or outside the map will result in the monkey bomb not functioning, and you'll actually hear a demonic laugh instead. Fact 44. On the zombie maps Green Run, the original zombies map, sorry guys, Nak Der and Toten can be found in the cornfield. However, only the spawn room can be entered. Fact 45. The population counter in Nuketown Zombies counts down for every zombie killed. After every 100 zombies killed, the clock on the map will turn 1 hour. When the population is 11 and the clock is at 5, a fire sale power-up is present in the garden shed with a power-up in it. Furthermore, every time that the clock changes, the power-up changes also. Fact 46. If the player actually makes it to round 25 in Nuketown Zombies, the zombies' eyes will turn blue. which represents a change in the control over the zombies. Also, quick note, the demonic announcer changes to Richtofen. Number 47. While playing on Nuketown Zombies, a speaker next to the TV in one of the houses will play Richtofen's voice, saying various phrases from the Moon Easter egg, portraying how Nuketown Zombies and the moon occur at the same time. Fact 48. While playing Nuketown Zombies, if the player shoots the head off of all the mannequins, an 8-bit version of Pareidolia or Coming Home will play. A reference to the first Black Ops yet again. Fact 49. While playing on the Nuketown Zombies map, the bus horn from Transit can be heard in the background. Number 50. Oh my gosh, we're almost halfway there. On many of the multiplayer maps, whiteboards can be found with post-it notes saying zombies are coming. Some of the maps these boards are found on are Cargo, Standoff, and Turbine. Fact 51. In the Nuketown Zombies map, a fallout shelter is found in the backyard of one of the houses. Knifing this fallout shelter causes Marlton from the Green Run map to be heard inside. Number 52. Thor's hammer can be found in the campaign level, Solarium. After the parachute sequence, a path on the left leads to a dark cave where the legendary hammer awaits. It is recommended to use the millimeter scanner to see the hammer more clearly. Fact 53. Through the use of theater mode, the player can explore the entirety of the Green Run map without the fog. This can only be done by pausing the replay video of Green Run when the power is turned on and exiting the building through free view. Fact 54. If you shoot Mason in the foot instead of the head, he appears in the final scene before the credits. It will also unlock a secret ending at the end of the credits where Woods, Menendez, and others perform a rock concert. Fact 55. In zombie mode, if you go to the diner and look at the big sign outside of the diner, it says, "Now die." Fact 56. In the Meltdown map, you can find a pink box of donuts by the power console. This is a reference to The Simpsons, yeah! As Homer Simpson works at a power plant and eats pink frosted donuts from a pink box. Fact 57. The Call of Duty Black Ops 2 game cover has a character sitting in the exact same position as the Call of Duty Black Ops game box cover, with both characters resting their arms and their knees in the same position, the only difference being the right arm pointed upwards. Fact 58. In the main menu, the background will often change, some of which features Navy soldiers if the player does not finish the whole story. If the player finishes the story, they will be shown a default background, which is the briefing room in the USS Barack Obama. Fact 59. If the zombie cannot hit a player in a certain time period, it will spawn somewhere else. Also, if the player goes too far away from a zombie, it'll respawn closer to them. Fact 60. The music that plays when each round ends on all maps, except for Mob of the Dead, Buried, Origins, and the Call of Duty Black Ops DS maps, is heard in Hell's Gate, a track from Call of Duty World at War soundtrack. Fact 61. Up Until Moon, the Game Over song was the Easter egg song of the one after it. Also, up until Mob of the Dead, laughing could be heard after the player died. Fact 62. Just before the countdown to the start of an online match, the words "locking in bets" can appear briefly above the names in the lobby, as if it were a wager match. Fact 63. On the Nintendo Wii version, Zombies mode will open up in a different screen, much like multiplayer mode. Fact 64. Again, on the Nintendo Wii version, if one looks up to the sky in the alley or Kino der Toten, one can see 4 black boxes. Fact 65. Gore is disabled in all German versions. Fact 66. In Zombies Black Ops 2, it is now possible to invite players in the middle of a game instead of waiting until the game ends to invite players. This only applies to custom games. Fact 67. Treyarch, much like Infinity Ward, makes references to their name throughout the game, often with the word 3ARC, 3ARC, or Roman numeral 3ARC. An example includes a computer code in Call of Duty Black Ops where 3ARC unlock Zombie Maps 5 and Dead Ops Arcade. Fact 68. Treyarch employees often use the clan tag 3ARC in the multiplayer modes of Call of Duty. All of the combat training multiplayer bots in Black Ops and Black Ops 2 also use the clan tag 3ARC, as well as having the names of Treyarch employees. Fact 69. Though Woods is a sergeant, in the mission Payback, in the start of the mission when they're in the helicopter, the player can briefly see that it says Private Woods. Fact 70. Players who buy the Hardened or Prestige version of Call of Duty Black Ops receive a Woods avatar outfit. The outfit can also be purchased on Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 on the Marketplace or in the Alter Ego store, respectively. Fact 71. In the flashback and Revelations of Executive Order, Woods is seen wearing his SAW gear instead of his Russian disguise. Fact 72. Woods was voted Best Video Game Character of the Year by the 2010 Spike TV Video Game Awards. 2 modified scenes were shot for this occasion. Fact 73. Despite unlockable intel saying Wood's eyes are brown, in the mission SOG, one can see that Wood's eyes are blue. Wood's eyes are also blue in the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 reveal trailer. Fact 74. According to an early casting call and texture file names, Woods was initially named Frank Barnes. Fact 75. 95-year-old Woods is seen alongside Menendez and the other members of Avenged Sevenfold during the music video for Carry On, which is played after the credits for Call of Duty Black Ops 2. In the video, Woods is seen playing the drums. Fact 76. In one of the player-determined cutscenes, where David Mason and Frank Woods visit Alex Mason's grave, Woods' shoulder insignia is for Master Sergeant. Fact 77. In Woods' room at the vault, there's a plaque with all of Woods' medals on it, along with a picture of the Navy SEALs faction insignia, despite the fact that Woods served in the United States Marine Corps. Number 78. According to the intel in Call of Duty Black Ops, Reznov's birthplace was St. Petersburg, but in the CIA reports, Reznov's birthplace was Moscow, Russia. Fact 79. According to the intel from Call of Duty Black Ops, Reznov is 5'11" and 200 pounds with a heavyset build. Fact 80. Reznov is the Red Army announcer for Call of Duty World at War's multiplayer. Fact 81. If the player shoots Reznov at any other level other than Vorkuta in Call of Duty Black Ops, it will not cause a penalty, with only his blood coming out if the player keeps shooting him. Fact 82. Often in missions where Reznov is a hallucination, he will have his right index finger. Some missions, such as Rebirth, show his hand missing a finger, just like the real Reznov. Fact 83. Reznov's name and birth date is on his dog tags in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Fact 84. On the Wii version of World at War, Reznov's hand will always appear to be injured and wrapped in a bloody bandage. Fact 85. Reznov also appears in the non-canonical after credits dance party in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 when the game is finished. He can be seen dancing next to Alex Mason, then when the camera cuts away and then backs to them, he's not there, causing Alex Mason to look confused. What happened to my dancing partner? What? Fact 86. The Reznov's Revenge is a usable weapon found in Mob of the Dead, a zombies map in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Fact 87. In the end of Vorkuta, the subtitles will say Viktor Reznov, Victor, instead of Viktor when the interrogator is speaking. Fact 88. Alex Mason owns a false Dutch passport in the name of Willem van den Berg, living in the Dutch city of Enschede. This passport can be seen in the opening cutscene of Rebirth, showing how he entered the Soviet Union. Fact 89. At the beginning of the campaign, he is mentioned to have been born in Fairbanks, Alaska. However, upon reading intel from Operation 40, it lists his birthplace as Anchorage, Alaska. Mason confirms that he was born in Fairbanks to his interrogator. Fact 90. It is strongly implied that Mason shot President John F. Kennedy, or at least was directly involved in the assassination on Friday, November 22nd, 1963. Fact 91. His login for this terminal is A. Mason, and his password is password. Hudson criticizes the weak password and threatens to change it. Fact 92. In USDD, Mason's first-person model suggests he wears a white shirt and a watch similar to Jason Hudson, but his third-person model, when he passes the metal detector, shows him wearing a full black suit. Fact 93. Mason nicknames Jason Hudson Ice Cube, referring to his cold and impersonal method of working. Fact 94. When playing as Mason on Rebirth, one can see his shadow when confronting Frederick Steiner, but it appears to be headless. Number 95. The model for Mason in Rebirth wears a completely different outfit than the one he actually wears, which is seen in Reznov. Fact 96. Mason can sometimes be heard with an Australian accent, which can be best heard before ziplining in Operation 40 and after the bowman is killed. And this is because his actor, Sam Worthington, is Australian. Number 97. Another character model of Mason is under the headless one that the character controls in the interrogation scene. This model is used for the cutscenes where Mason is seen on the TV screens. It is not available in the startup menu of the game. Fact 98. In the multiplayer map Nuketown, the Blue House's mailbox says Mason. Number 99. Mason used to have a different voice actor in the Black Ops E3 2010 demo of Playback. Number 100. Zombie mode in Call of Duty originated from World at War. It was created at the end of the project as something just for fun on the side, and was never intentionally supposed to be one of the pillars of Treyarch's Call of Duty. But due to public popularity, of course, the studio listened and continued to develop the game mode. Fact 101. If Mason is killed, on its grave it'll say, Alex Mason, 1933 to 1989, friend, semper fidelis. Also, Mason's grave is different than the others. On the others, it states name, rank, which operation they died in, and the exact date of birth and death. Number 102. According to Black Ops Intel, Mason was a sniper in the 50s, and he was good at it. Fact 103. Sam Worthington only provided the voiceover performance for Alex Mason in Black Ops 2, while a couple of other actors provided the motion capture for the character. Fact 104. Mason smokes. Gross, right? This is hinted at the beginning of the Call of Duty Black Ops mission, Operation 40, and then confirmed at the end of Call of Duty Black Ops, Declassified Missions MIA. When Hudson says, "Nice work, Mason, have a smoke, you've earned it." Fact 105. Hudson is referred to as a rock by his squad mates according to his profile. This is a nod to the 1996 film The Rock, in which Ed Harris starred in, and it's amazing. Fact 106. Hudson is referred to Ice Cube by Alex Mason. Coincidentally, Ice Cube is the nickname of the voice actor for CIA operative Joseph Bowman. Fact 107. The informant, known only as X, warned Hudson in 1978 that his supervisor, Dean Keene, cannot be trusted, as he reported to Richard Kane, who was keeping watch on Hudson. Alright guys, I hope that was as much fun for you as it was for me. If you liked this video, please like or subscribe to the channel and comment below. And sorry if I butchered any of the names. I don't know German. See you later.